It's time for the second 5. This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News. We are doing the next 5 tips. The tips for the staff members from a multi-system owner's perspective. But these are the little tips that for those of us who've been multi-system owners over the years, things that we'd have liked to have said to our DJs, and maybe we didn't, maybe we did. But most of the time we probably were being too nice and we didn't say it. And I've got 5. You guys can check out the first 5. I'm going to put that link right here. That's the first 5. That video for the first 5. You can go there, click on that, and watch the first 5. You're going to get 5 more tonight. And those of you who've watched all 10, you're going to have some inspiration of some things that you should have said to DJs, or you do say to DJs. Please put those in the comments down below, because those are going to be things that we're going to add to this list, because I'd love to have a list of 25 or 30 things so that we can use this as a resource. And I'll put them in a video, because then you guys won't even have to say these nasty things to your DJs. I'll put them in a video, and then you guys can show that to your staff, and they'll be like, oh, that John's a bad person. Yeah, well, I'll be a bad person if it helps your business. Let's get into tonight's 6 through 10. The first one is, as a staff member, you are working for the boss, and your goal is to make the company money and to make the boss's life easier. The boss isn't here to serve you. You are there to serve the company, and you are there to serve the boss. Yes, the boss is going to do some things to help you out. Don't get me wrong. That's going to happen. But everything you do should be based around you helping the company make more money and you helping them make the boss's life easier. They're not there to go and carry your speakers for you unless it's an emergency. They're not there to do this, do that, do that. You're there to make their life easier. Tip number 7. You need to be reachable when you say you're going to be reachable. So if you have an understanding that you're going to be available via cell phone during the week, during weekday hours, whatever you are, make sure you've got your cell phone and you are available to to take a call, or you're available to get a message, that you are in one way, shape, or form in the area. And if you're not going to be available, you need to let someone know, because there's nothing more frustrating as a business owner when I need to contact someone to make an immediate decision on something and I can't get a hold of that person. Be available when you say you're going to be available. Tip number 8. This is not the dating game. You are working. You're representing the company. You are not there to go pick up guys. You're not there to go pick up gals. You are working. You are professional. You're not there to party like a drunken whatever. You're there to perform. You're there to have some fun, yes, but you're there to not be unprofessional. You're there to work, and it's not the dating game. Number 9, if you're not practicing at least once or twice a week, you're not doing it right. You need to get to the gear and practice. If that means coming into the office and practicing, you got to practice. If that means having some gear at home that you have personally, you need to practice. You can't just go work your day job during the week and go out on a Saturday night and be doing the kind of job that you need to be doing at most of your events. You need to practice. And number 10, this one kind of relates to not only the individual staff, but more as a collective group. Complaints never go sideways or down. They only go up. What I mean by that is that if you have a problem with something going on, you don't go and complain to your coworkers. You don't go complain to your fellow DJs on staff. If you've got an issue, you take it to your manager or you take it to the boss. You don't go sideways with it and you don't go down with it. So say you have an assistant and your seniority, you've got a little bit more seniority than your assistant. You don't go complain to your assistant. If you've got problems, you go and you take it up. Complaints and problems go up. As soon as you go down with it, that's going to undermine not only your credibility with the person that you're complaining to, but it's also going to make it so that your time with the company is limited, because that is going to be that poison that just eats your heart, and then you might as well hang it up right at that point because you're no good to the company anymore. So that's the second 10 of my 10 tips or 10 thoughts for employees of a multi-system DJ company. Again, if you haven't seen the first 5, we'll put a link down in the description below so you guys can go pop out there, check that out. This is our Tuesday tips of the week. Every Tuesday we put out a new tip. Sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's a single thing, sometimes it's an elaborate topic, sometimes it's short. But if you like our Tuesday tips, go down and click the thumbs up right down below. We really appreciate you watching these. We really appreciate your feedback, your thoughts and ideas in the comments, because I want to see those. I want to have some dialogue about what you tell your staff members, and really to help them, perform better. Anyway, this is John Young with the Disc Jockey News. Thank you for watching.
If I were you, I'd hit the subscribe button before I hit the video. But don't mess things up. Wanna know why? Because I'm